Okay, back into the petrol station. There we go. Come on, explosions. Good. Oh, yes. Good. Yes, good. I don't know what happened, but we're still alive, and that's all that matters. Oh, God, immortality is amazing. Come on, shoot at me, you plebs. Right, I'm going to attach you to this man's head. Now kiss. Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Spiffing Brit, and today we're playing Just Cause 3, one of the greatest chaos games of all time. This game is amazing. It is quite literally just the adventures of one man with a grappling hook running around causing as much chaos as possible. Now, there are many unique ways to play Just Cause 3. There are people who like to play it as any other shooter where they just go around and shoot people. But then there are the true connoisseurs who like to use this as a platform to experiment with different forms of war crimes. And that's exactly what we're going to do today. By using the majestic power of video game exploits, we're not only going to achieve immortality, but we're also going to break the Geneva Conventions in so many ways my YouTube channel might get terminated. But my goodness, it's all going to be worth it. So make sure you're sat back, relaxed, you have a nice warm cup of tea in hand. And hey, if you're feeling especially majestic, you can even like this video. Now let's dive into the game, where we spawn in the middle of a gigantic fight between a whole bunch of rebels. Who knows what's going on. Alright, goodbye rebels doing your important fighting thing. Viva la revolution. I'm out of here, friends. I'm off to achieve immortality. I don't think that's how cars work. Well, nonetheless, as I mentioned, we first want to try and achieve immortality, because immortality is, well, as you can guess, something that's pretty damn good, because not having immortality absolutely sucks. For example, if I'd been in that car and exploded, I would have died. However, with immortality, I will be able to survive even car explosions. Now, the thing is, in order to achieve immortality, there's only one thing you really need to do, because in order to gain the ability to just have eternal life and amazing power in this video game, all you need to do is die. That's right, the only thing stopping you from immortality is death itself. And so that's why today, using the handy equipment of an orbital airstrike, we're going to die in order to achieve immortality. It really is that easy. Now, in order to pull this off, we just need to make our way over to one tiny random outpost. It doesn't matter which outpost you go to, but we're going to go to this one over here because of how small and easy to access it is. And as soon as we get here, we're going to be able to achieve immortality. Now, personally, I achieved immortality in the real world many years ago, and it was all thanks to the refreshing taste of Yorkshire tea. I know, that's right, using Yorkshire tea, I've been able to sustain my life force permanently. Now, for those of you that don't know, Just Cause is a game where you basically play as the legendary Rico, and your job is simple: to go onto this lovely island paradise and simply overthrow a very comical and hilarious dictator. Sounds difficult, sounds challenging. Well, you have the ability to use a magical grappling hook of instant murder death, because look at all these heavily armed men with guns. Fighting them might be challenging, it might be tricky, it would require some fighting and some shooting, but how about instead of fighting this heavily armed guard, I instead strapped him to a grappling hook and threw him into a tree. Oh wait, he broke the tree. Okay, what about into this other man? Now they're friends for life, and easier to kill. Now the thing is, you might be sat there thinking, well, if you murder all these people, why? And the answer is simple. It's to make your vehicles extra fun. Look at these lovely companions I now have. Come on, my lovely companions. We're going on an adventure. Now the thing is, way over here is Guadofino 2, a very inconsequential small military base that we're going to liberate. That's right, this game has a liberation mechanic. It is a gigantic world filled with various towns and villages and military bases, all of which need to be liberated in order for rebels to gain control. But the thing is, this game has an interesting mechanic, because like most games, it doesn't want you dying at an inopportune moment, like for example when you're liberating a location. Consequently, we're able to exploit this necessary gameplay feature for our own gain. Now we need to clear out this military base, but we need to clear it out to one remaining item. I know, that's right, we need to destroy this, but not too much. It's going to take some delicate negotiation. So we're going to start by simply defeating the local troops of this army base, which isn't too difficult, and also the reinforcements that have appeared. There is a minigun over there I'm noticing, which could potentially be an issue, but don't worry, we can deal with that. Lovely stuff. And there we go. I think we've killed most of the enemies in this base, actually. Yep, and I don't think they're going to summon any reinforcements. So perfect stuff. I think we can now get to work slowly dismantling most of this base. Now, as I was saying, most video games actually require a mechanic whereby the player can't be killed. This is for many reasons, like say being in a cutscene, you don't want your hero getting killed by a random AI running around. However, by exploiting the game's mechanics, we're able to achieve this very same function whenever we like. Lovely, lovely, lovely. We've completely cleared out this base, there's no more enemies, and we can set about systematically destroying it. Because you see, everything in this base kind of of needs to be destroyed, but on our own terms, because we want to destroy everything in this base bar one. Alright, and now we're down to just 2 more remaining objects. These 2 lovely kind of satellite-y things. Now, we want to destroy one of them and not the other, as the other is going to grant us immortality, so I'm just going to try and pull it over. Probably should have chosen something a little bit more sturdy than the very rusty metal object. Right, what about the floor? Go floor, destroy it. There we go, okay, that's one radar dealt with. Now for the other radar, we're going to need to use a very specific weapon, and for that we're going to need to actually summon in some support. Using the rebel drop menu, we want to drop ourselves a very special weapon, the Dionysus PLDSH, a lovely weapon where you simply point and shoot and down comes an airstrike. Right, so I'm going to throw my beacon down on the floor and down will come my lovely rebel drop with my resupply. Here it comes. Oh dear god, almost killed me. Well, it's fine. Now this might not work first time, it might take a couple of attempts, but basically what we're trying to do is kill ourselves just before we liberate the base, and the way we're doing that is by calling an airstrike down here, and we should hopefully die to the airstrike at the exact same time as this thing gets destroyed and the base becomes liberated. It's just going to take a whole bunch of timings, but let's give it a go, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to look down at the floor and in comes an airstrike, ladies and gentlemen, and guess what? We're now going to die. Why didn't I die? How am I still alive? I don't think I meant to survive that. Let me test that again. I should die to this. I should die to my own airstrike. I died to my own grenades. Now I die to it. Oh my god. Right, well, sadly there's no saving mechanic in this game, so we're gonna go and have to find a brand new base to liberate down to one last remaining obstacle, and then we need to die and liberate it at the same time, rather than mystically being saved from the explosions. Right, over to another base. The things I do for immortality. Okay, now we're back, ladies and gentlemen. I've cleared out yet another base so that only one thing remains. It's this great big explosive fuel canister. Lovely. So now I'm going to simply shoot the ground and get murdered, hopefully. Shoot ground, get murdered. That's the plan. So we're just going to point at the floor, let it go, and please murder me. Please. I would like to die. How am I still alive? I'm going to lose my mind, game. Okay, we're going to try it one more time, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to try and destroy this base and kill ourselves at the exact opportune moment to gain immortality using the airstrike. We just need to murder all of these necessary people, stop them summoning in reinforcements and so on, and there we go. We should be good to actually start our shenanigans. Oh, one last guy, and there we go. Easy peasy, no reinforcements. We can just start tearing all of this down. Okay, and now we just want to die. Okay, it's very simple, but we want to make sure to target ourselves and not the actual transformer box, and just have the transformer box blow up of its own accord, okay? But we're not going to try and help that. We want to die first. So let's try and get ourselves some damage on us. Maybe see if we can summon some evil people over, make some noise. Okay, that's just not going to happen. Instead, I guess the only thing I can do is see how much damage one explosive does to me. Right, will I die to one explosive? No, it will only do a decent bit of damage. Perfect. Okay, well now this is excellent. So what we're going to do, place down this explosive here, then call down an airstrike on ourselves and not the actual location. Now that we have the airstrike called in, we're also going to detonate this to damage ourselves, and then we're going to get exploded and killed, whilst at the same time the transformer succeeded and we died before we got the liberation menu. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Immortality has been achieved. Lovely. And now, ladies and gentlemen, this base has been liberated, but we have achieved infinite health. How do we know we've achieved infinite health? Well, we can attach ourselves to this lovely thing and sail it up into the sky. Let's go. It's a magical journey. But oh wait, we didn't take any damage there, and we're falling down to the ground. Oh no, watch out, we're going to live. That's right, welcome to immortality, ladies and gentlemen, the world where we can no longer take damage, because we're kind of stuck in a cutscene, which makes us immune to damage. So we can just steal this car, and we can basically destroy this car, and we're still going to live. Move out of the way, pedestrians and other car. Oh, it's a petrol station. Right, full speed ahead. How did it not blow up? Okay, back into the petrol station. There we go, come on, explosions, good. Oh yes, good, yes, good. I don't know what happened, but we're still alive, and that's all that matters. Oh god, immortality is amazing. Come on, shoot at me, you plebs. Right, I'm going to attach you to this man's head. Now kiss. Rico's now a romantic matchmaker. Anyway, so with all of my joyous immortality, what are we going to go and do with it? Well, for our first step, I think we're going to go to space, ladies and gentlemen. And you might be wondering, how on earth are you going to go to space? Are you going to ride a rocket into the stars? And the answer to that is no. Rockets are completely and utterly useless. Why use a rocket when instead Instead, you can use the supreme technology of bodyboarding. I know, that's right, but we're not talking about the kind of pathetic bodyboarding where you use a bit of foam and you sit on a wave. No, I'm talking about bodyboarding into the goddamn stratosphere. Okay, now in order to go to space, we need one very important special weapon, the floaty head enlarger gun, which can only be located right the way over here in the province of Trio. So we're going to be making our way over there via probably helicopter, and then we're going to be stealing ourselves arguably the most entertaining weapon in the game. So let's keep it real, if you know what I mean, and make our way over to the island. I know, the puns aren't going to get any better from this point on, ladies and gentlemen. Look at them trying to shoot me down as I fly through the air. Don't they know that I drink tea and so I'm an immortal? Oh, look at that, perfect. As they shoot me, it actually gives me a speed boost so I can keep going further. That's perfect. Keep shooting me up the butt so I can paraglide better. Perfect. All right, now time to just board on this helicopter and make my way over to that island over there. Right, and away we go. Also, pro tip when it comes to helicopters in this game, they fly faster if you're going sideways. Trust me, look, we're going 240 kilometers an hour, but if we fly forwards normally, like so, top speed about 160. Pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. Sideways is the way to fly, ladies and gentlemen. Look at how fast we can go. Truly majestic, truly perfectly balanced. Well, we've made it to the wonderful province of Trio, where hopefully we're going to be able to find ourselves the very majestic, very silly Easter egg gun of bobblehead enlargement. It should just be down in this lovely little town here. And yes, I think it is. You know, I might as well land the helicopter here just in case we want to keep it. I'll dump the helicopter right about here. Lovely stuff. Oh, wait, there's trees. Okay, well, it's fine. We can get out of it. We'll survive. Explosions don't really matter. Cool guys aren't damaged by explosions. But yes, this is the location because in this wonderful settlement is a very unique weapon. Now, the thing is, right here is where the gun will spawn, but first we have to actually take this settlement. Now, luckily the settlement isn't too difficult to take. It is a couple of speakers as well as a billboard. So just a couple of extra strong tethers. That's one speaker destroyed, and that's another speaker destroyed. Now we just have to tear down the billboard. Oh, looks like they spotted me. Well, that's fine because I should be able to attach this man here to the billboard. Hey, don't you go calling in reinforcements. And there we go. The billboard's destroyed by a human being. And now let's raise the flag of rebellion and get myself my bobblehead gun. Yay, look at that. Glorious celebration. The revolution is coming. And so with that, a brand new weapon should have spawned for me. Come on, should be here. Give it to me. Yes, here it is. Oh, yes. The lovely DK pistol. That's right. Check it out. We now have a gigantic head and it's absolutely beautiful. So, how are we going to use the massive head? Well, firstly, you want to shoot a dead body of a rebel as much as possible, and then you want to kind of shoot them up into the stratosphere. Because the thing is, when you shoot one of these rebels in the head, they kind of inflate and they just keep going up, which creates a bit of an awkward situation because they don't stop. They don't stop until they hit the ceiling. We effectively turned this person's head into a gigantic balloon of infinite acceleration, and that means they're taking us up to space, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. For some reason, we're able to defy gravity, and we're going to start exiting the stratosphere now. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Using only a single human being with a very inflated head, we're going to be able to break the Earth's atmosphere. Honestly, I'm amazed I myself don't take off into space, considering the size of my gigantic ego. But here it comes, ladies and gentlemen. We're moving up and up and up into the world as we reel it in into the stars. Oh, and look, we're catching up now. Looks like they've hit the sandbox limit, and yep, now they're coming back down to the ground. Well, we're gaining speed on them as they start dropping. And you know what? Let's just do a dead drop. I think we get an achievement if we just do a gigantic drop from this point on. Yep, we're not gonna stop. We're just gonna keep on dropping. Ah, my goodness, we went straight up into the stars. It was lovely, truly wonderful. 11 out of 10. Would do it again. And in fact, you know what? We will. So we're going to go into this settlement because, you know, there's friendly rebels all over here. So let's go say hi to one of these friendly rebels. Then, of course, we want to tether them to the ground, execute them so that they're actually dead, and then we're going to want to basically tether onto this person whilst releasing the cable at the same time. Are you ready, ladies and gentlemen? We're about to take off into the stars using this very interestingly haired beret-wearing rebel. So 3, 2, 1, ladies and gentlemen, lift off! Oh dear, they've gone. Okay, well, we're gonna have to try it again with an identical looking big-headed beret boy. Right, you die, you get ready to levitate. Good stuff, good stuff. Okay, and I'm going to stand underneath you and I'm going to latch onto you when you take off. 3, 2, 1, go! And yes, we've attached ourselves and we're going up into space, ladies and gentlemen. We we have liftoff. Yes, into the stratosphere we go. My goodness, this boy is so fast. He's so very fast. Oh my goodness. Up we go. Up we go into the stars, the glorious, beautiful stars. We're going to the moon, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, we're overtaking Dogecoin and going straight to the moon. But the best thing is, this isn't the only way to kind of break the physics engine and do very stupid things, because if we actually make our way over to the actual capital province of this lovely island continent, there's a very unique mode of transport that definitely violates at least 7 variations of the Geneva Convention, because whilst going to space using a heavily inflated rebel corpse is probably violating a few international treaties, it's not violating enough, so that's why we're going to take this to the next level. Okay, well, he's falling back down to the earth, and so are we. Let's equip the fly suit and see how fast we can drop. Oh look, we're gaining an achievement for Wingsuit Wonder, longest time wingsuiting. Well, you know, if we just hold down the S key, I reckon we can probably manage that because of how high up in the world we are, because we've been in the air for 40 seconds. Well, you know what? I'm just going to keep this up then. I'm just going to keep the wingsuit up, and I'm going to beat, you know, Riffin of the Yogscast. I'm going to beat Sorrow TV. Why not? Don't even know who half of these people are on my Steam friends list, but I'm going to smash them. Absolutely smash them. Don't mind me just gliding around as a wonderful, lovely bird boy. Gotta beat 1 minute and 9 seconds. That's absolutely easy. Don't mind if I do. There we go. 1 minute and 9 seconds done. How has that guy been in a wingsuit for 8 minutes? Okay, right. I'll settle for second place. Second place will do. I'm not being in a wingsuit for 8 minutes. Anyway, let's go and steal ourselves an airplane, because I reckon there's one down here, and we're going to need it if we want to make our way over to the main region. Right, lovely. We found ourselves a plane. Now, let it be known that I'm not exactly the best pilot in both video games and real life. Trust me, you wouldn't want me as your pilot. I should hopefully still be able to fly this plane over to wherever we need to go, which is, I'm pretty sure, this lovely city of Regino, because on top of one of these mega buildings is a pogo stick. That's right, the pogo stick, the greatest method of transportation known to man. And away we go. And perfect, we've made our way to the lovely capital settlement. So, you know what? We can just say goodbye to our plane. Someone else can, you know, deal with that. Anyway, it's time for us to go get ourselves a pogo stick, which should be located somewhere on top of one of these lovely gigantic mega buildings. Although actually, it's probably not going to spawn until I liberate this gigantic town. So, looks like I have to liberate this area. I know, it's terrible. Okay, apparently I have to defeat this person here. Well, that shouldn't be difficult. Here's the way that we're going to defeat him. We're going to simply attach him to this tether and yeet him into a wall. All right, let's give everyone a big head so that we know that they're easier to fight. And now they're easier to headshot. Oh wait, they're not. The hitboxes don't change. It was a trap this whole time. I suppose at least I now know when I killed them. Oh wait, no, he's still alive. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh, look at this boy go. I'm just going to attach him to this tether. There we go. Now, in order to deal with the actual gigantic statue of the great dictator here, we're of course going to go for the 11 out of 10 strategy of just doing the facepalm in order to break the monument. Perfect. Hey, you know, we can just tear the rest down. Ah, there we go. One statue down. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I've made some lovely progress. As you can see on the map, we've managed to take over this settlement of Regno here. Yep, that's right. It's one of the main capital provinces, and it has one unique item. Similar to the head inflatey gun, this here is the pogo stick. Now, of course, the pogo stick is a good method of transport. As you can see, you can move at a pretty slow rate, but its advantage is the altitude it can go at. Now, of course, when you land on the ground, you can jump pretty high. However, sadly, you can't exactly go to space with this bad boy. However, that's just what the developers want you to think, because in reality, you can. All we're going to have to do is kill this man here and attach him to our lovely pogo stick. There we go, perfect. But the thing is, we can't stop with just one man. Nope, we're going to need a few more. So we're going to kill that rebel over there, and likewise attach this rebel to our pogo stick. There we go, perfect. So we've got 2 people attached to the pogo stick. Now, we also want to attach this person here. Now, of course, some of you will think that I'm creating some kind of nightmarish war crime, and I guess you're kind of right. However, technically there's nothing in the Geneva Convention that specifically says you can't attach dead bodies to a pogo stick. All right, let's just attach another dead body to the pogo stick, and another, and then I think all we need to do is add one last body, and then we should be good to go off into space. There we go, perfect. That's our final person added in, and now I think our pogo stick is ready for liftoff. So So we just want to stand on top of our pogo stick, and what you'll notice is the dead bodies now provide a ground-based surface for us to pogo stick on, meaning we can kind of use them to jump, basically allowing us to jump whilst in the air, which is a pretty unique thing to do indeed, as it's going to allow us to effectively go as high or just about anywhere, wherever we want. This is, of course, according to all known laws of aviation, not how physics works. However, if you ever find yourself in the real world, simply attach a pogo stick to 5 dead bodies and then see how high you can get, or how far you can get before you get arrested. And there you go, we just scaled that lovely cliff using just 5 corpses attached to the bottom of a pogo stick via a flimsy cable. Ah, science is beautiful. Honestly, this is goddamn game of the year. Just pretend Just Cause 4 never happened. Just Cause 3 is where the perfection's at, okay? This is just a amazing video game. If you just want to have some fun, silly, gratuitous violence in a proper sandbox, this is the game. And what a game it is. I mean, just hear the sound of the thudding of a pogo stick hammering into the corpses of 5 random pedestrians. Truly, truly beautiful. Honestly, this is one of the few things I can do to keep the voices inside my head sated. Oh, I really love this game. I don't think we need NASA anymore. Honestly, Elon, SpaceX, useless. We have this, okay? This is all we need. A pogo stick. Oh dear, we lost one of the corpses back there. We're down to just 4 corpses. I wonder what happens if I jump by someone. I mean, of course, if you saw someone jumping along with a pogo stick and 4 dead bodies attached to the bottom of it, you might start asking a few questions, like, how do I buy one myself? Or, how did you get into my house? Oh look, it's people. Hello there, authorities. You can see me. What do you think of my lovely creation? Do you love it? Apparently I just killed an enemy jet. I don't think I did that. These guys aren't shooting at me, you know? They're heavily armed military police and some guy on a pogo stick hovering about 50 feet above the ground thanks to the airlift abilities of 4 dead corpses. No, that's no cause for alarm. I'm sure they have a permit for all of these dead bodies. Yes, that would make perfect sense. You know what, ladies and gentlemen? I think I've done a decent job when it comes to my lovely adventure. I mean, I've kind of become an immortal god, which is, of course, you know, a nice bonus to have. And I've gone into space multiple times, which makes me somewhat of an incredible adventurer. So you know what, ladies and gentlemen, I'm afraid that's all we've got in store for today in the lovely game of Just Cause 3. Of course, it is absolutely incredible, and I strongly recommend, if you haven't played it already, pick it up on sale and give it a whirl. It's hours of fun. And hey, if you enjoyed today's video, make sure to give it a like, and hey, why not hop down into the comment section and sign yourself up for the next Pogo into Space project. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to space. Anyway, as always, a massive thank you to each and every one of our amazing patrons who make these videos all the more possible. Seriously, pat yourselves on the back, you lovely sausages. And hey, if you're sat there wondering what video to watch next, well, look no further than this one on screen now, hand chosen by myself to be absolutely perfect for you. Anyway, I'm off to go break even more things, so go and have a lovely day, and I'll see each and every one of you in the next one.